Alright, hey, Haze Mega here, and it's an anime figure kind of vlog video that Haze Mega's making here. So I made a previous video on the Trump Tariff wars, alright guys? And so in that vlog, I talked about how AmiAmi is suspending certain types of shipping, alright? Like the Surface Mail Premium, they got rid of that, alright? And then they still have the regular Surface Mail. You just couldn't ship a lot of stuff, all right? Like, man, I'm telling you, we had it so good last year. Up until last year, we had it so good, man. The prices of the figures were going down, and the shipping was, you know, with the premium, the Surface Mail Premium, the shipping was cheap, man. You just have to wait a long time to get it. All right, but so yeah, so things have gotten worse now, okay? Things have gotten worse, but things may get better, all right? So here's the current kind of state of affairs in the United States, all right? Yeah, man, Donald Trump is just screwing everything up, all right, guys? For us anime figure collectors, all right? So I think a couple weeks, it's already like early September, the end of August. I got an email from somebody. I think it was HobbyLink or Solaris or something, but we'll check their websites out what they're saying. All right, but they decided to suspend all shipments. All right, all shipments over like $100. So most scale figures are gonna be around $100. Okay, guys. So that pretty much almost everything. All right, guys. I guess you can ship like really cheap stuff. Okay, but the tariffs are supposed to come in effect around now, right? September or something, right? So the Japan post office is kind of like freaked out, and they're just suspending shipping all together to the U.S. All right, I think that they were saying it's like over $100 you can't ship it or something. All right, they're gonna suspend it for now. Okay, so yeah, it sucks, man. So we went from like, yeah, you can't have Surface Mail Premium, but you can have regular Surface Mail and like UPS and post office and all that stuff, EMS, all that stuff. All right, the expensive shipping. All right, guys. The only affordable shipping left was the regular Surface Mail, guys. And I just put I put like 3 orders in not too long ago, and I found out that you can't order a lot of stuff with it. Okay, you can order maybe like 2-3 figures max, and they take a long time to get here. All right, so they're still on the way to the United States. All right, United States. Okay, and yeah, so if you live in the United States and you're a figure collector and you import figures from Japan, all right, Haze Mega imports a lot of figures from AmiAmi nowadays. Okay. And yeah, we're just kind of screwed right now, all right? So so what I think AmiAmi has done is they've suspended pretty much all the U.S. shipments, all right? I think they posted something saying like they're not going to cancel your order. They're going to hold your order until this whole tariff situation gets resolved, okay, guys? So they don't know how it's going to work, who has to pay what and this and that, you know. It's a tariff, and it comes in, and when it comes into the United States and to customs, someone's got to pay the tariff, all right, guys? And guess what? I don't think AmiAmi is going to pay for it. I don't think HobbyLink Japan is going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it, all right, guys? And like I mentioned before, they don't make figures in the United States, all right, guys? So we're kind of just limited by what's already in the United States, all right? So as a result, it's not definite yet, all right, guys, because there is a kind of silver lining to this, and we'll talk about that in a second, all right? But yeah, so the thing is, with these tariffs, if a company comes and import, let's say Good Smile Company US is going to import like a bunch of figures coming into the US, you know, and they sell it at their figure store, the price of the figures is going to shoot up, all right? In the United States, it's going to shoot up, all right? Everywhere around the world, maybe not, okay? But in the U.S., the price of the figures are going to shoot up. If you've noticed, like, a lot of the figures at a lot of the figure stores, like Crunchyroll Store, Good Smile Company U.S., Kotobukiya, all right? The price of the figures is just up there, okay, guys, and we're getting screwed big time, right, guys? Because if you're looking to import figures from Japan, like from AmiAmi, the price of the figures on AmiAmi is way cheaper than it is in the U.S. That's why Hayes Mega, like, as much as possible, I try to import figures if they're costly figures, okay, guys. If it's like a cheap stuff like prize figures and stuff, yeah, okay, I'll order stuff from the U.S. All right, yeah. So that's the scoop, guys. The prices of the figures are gonna go up, okay, because of this, because of the Trump, okay, guys. But there is a silver lining, all right, guys, and I'll talk about it, and then we'll go take a look at the websites and see what it says, okay. So the Supreme Court, all right, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that the tariffs are illegal, all right. They can't. Trump can't do the tariffs. He can't place a tariff, all right. He can't do any kind of tariffs, all right, taxes, without Congress's approval, all right. So he did some kind of backdoor way, saying that, oh, there's an emergency in the United States, and because of the emergency, I'm going to XYZ do XYZ with the tariffs, okay. So the Supreme Court says that's illegal, all right. That's illegal. It's unconstitutional, that kind of stuff, all right. The United States isn't in a state of emergency. If it is, it's because he's the president right now, okay, guys. He's screwing everything up, all right, everywhere, all right, and yeah, and it's just making it hard for figure collectors like us, okay. So since they ruled it illegal, I don't think they can do anything with the tariffs, all right. But because just because Trump says stuff about the tariffs, it's screwed everything up, all right, guys. Overseas sellers don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on, all right, guys. And yeah, so we don't know what's going to happen, all right. It's early September, and they were supposed to put the tariffs were supposed to come into effect or something already, and then we got this Supreme Court ruling and all that stuff. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Hopefully within the next few weeks or a month or so, we'll get it all ironed out. All right, guys. Hopefully none of this tariff stuff will go through. The figure prices won't start skyrocketing, and we can start importing stuff, from AmiAmi affordably. Okay, or figure stores, all right, overseas and all that stuff. Okay, because remember, they don't make figures in the United States. All right, guys. It's a Japanese thing. Well, it's a Japanese, like, they're mostly made in China, aren't they? If you look at a lot of the figure boxes, they say, all of them say, like, made in China, man. So yeah. So that's the current state of affairs right now. All right, we don't know what's gonna happen. All right, so the Japan post office is trying to figure out what's going on with these tariffs. All right, so what's gonna happen if you've got something on a ship and it gets here? And are you going to have to pay? Is Hayes going to have to pay a tariff for those figures I ordered a couple months ago? I hope not. All right, guys. We'll find out, man. But everything is just all screwed up right now, man. Because of this one dude in the White House. Okay, but hopefully it'll iron itself out, and they won't let him have his way. Okay, so. And so let's go take a look at the websites and see what they're saying, what's going on currently, and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay. All right, here we are, HobbyLink Japan. All right, this is it's part of HobbyLink Japan's announcements. All right, so it says new temporary suspension of U.S. shipping methods, August 26. 2025. All right, we'll read it all together. Dear customer, thank you for your continued support of HLJ HobbyLink Japan. Due to further additional changes to the United States of America's international shipping policies and tariff procedures, we have been required to temporarily suspend our remaining available shipments to the U.S. All right, I think this has something to do with the post office. Okay, guys. This decision arises as a result of JP Post's decision to temporarily suspend services to the U.S. pending the development of a system for charging tariffs to U.S. recipients. As a result, we have made the decision to stop taking shipment results. Okay, by 12 p.m. JST, all right, Japan Standard Time, August 26, 2025, we will temporarily suspend our remaining U.S. shipping methods as a temporary measure. All right, and just in case you guys are wondering, it's September 8th when I'm reading this, guys. Okay, so it's already coming into effect, and I haven't seen anything change yet. Okay, guys. In addition, all our resources are being diverted to sending as many waiting orders to the U.S. as possible by the deadline. Well, it's kind of too late already. Any orders that have requested shipment that have not been sent by the end of day will be returned to private warehouse with no limitation on storage. Oh, so you can store as much stuff as you want in the private warehouse for however long this is going to happen. Okay, guys. So that's good. No limitation on storage until a suitable shipping method becomes available. Again, full support will be provided to these customers, and we anticipate this will be a temporary problem and that we will be able to reestablish a U.S. shipping method soon. At the moment, we are working to reestablish methods for the U.S. as soon as possible. Orders for future products can continue to be placed by U.S. customers as usual, and there will be no restriction on the amount of time newly released products can be stored in the private warehouse. Okay, so yeah, so those of you that have used HobbyLink Japan, or you order stuff from HobbyLink Japan, they have a private warehouse feature that's their best feature, guys. So you order a figure, and then you can put it in their warehouse, right? And then but I think you can only store it for like a month or something like that. But now they're saying you can store it for there as long as you want, because they can't ship it out anyway. So okay, so they're not gonna get rid of your figures, guys. Okay, so here we've got Solaris. All right, I'm not gonna go through. I'm sure they have a letter similar. All right, but here on the top of their website here, all right, it says starting August 27th, or I remember the other one said the 26th, all orders to the United States with a declared value of over $100 will be held until Japan Post Service suspension is lifted. Orders with a declared value under $100 will proceed and be declared as a gift. Okay, so there you go. If you want to order figures from Japan and import it, make sure it's under $100. Okay, if not, then they won't ship it. Okay, guys. So that's Solaris Japan. Okay, guys, this is Solaris. All right, Hazemega used to order some stuff from Solaris, but not so much nowadays. All right, and then here's Amiami. Okay, so they're suspending DHL shipments. So there you go. We lost another shipping method. And then yeah, there's no post office, so there's pretty much no way to ship anything to the United States anymore, guys, from Japan. Notice of shipping delays. That's not thing. Oh, here. Okay, so this one here, it says Japan Post temporary suspension of U.S. bound mail from August 27, 2025. Okay, so they're suspending the shipments. All right, and then here's another one. U.S. orders will not be canceled. Your items are on hold. Okay, so if you order something from Amiami, they can't ship it, but they will hold it for you until they can ship it. Okay. Okay, and so there you have it. All right, so that is the next chapter in the Trump Tariff War saga. Okay, guys, yeah, it really sucks, man. Yeah, so apparently you can order stuff under $100 and they can send it as a gift or something. Okay, and then I guess that's a kind of loophole you can use right now. I'm not sure if you can do the C-mail shipping right now. I'm not sure. As far as I know, nothing is coming to the United States. Okay, guys. So I wonder that's how that's gonna affect all the other goods coming to the United States, guys. It's gonna suck. All right. We're gonna feel it. All right. Everything is just gonna go up in price. All right. It's all bad. All right. Just because Trump says something. Okay. But yeah. So like I said, There is a silver lining. They did rule that Trump's tariffs are illegal. Okay, he can't do it. All right, he can't do it without Congress's approval. So we'll just have to see what Congress says. Okay, so yeah. So and then they're gonna have to figure out. They're waiting on how to do the tariffs and all that stuff, but there might not even be a tariffs. Yeah, he's just screwing up the whole system, all right, type of thing. Okay, all right. So that's the scoop. All right, it is like it's early September right now. Hopefully this stuff straightens itself out soon. Okay, I'd like to go order some figures. Is what I'll say. But in the meantime, you can still order figures in the United States. All right, so if you're ordering figures that are already in the United States, all right, guys, you can still order it without having to pay any kind of tariffs because they're already in the United States. Okay, so that's another way to go about it. All right, but yeah, just everything is just gonna go up in price. It sucks, man. So okay, thanks for watching. Hayes Miguel.